better background for my videos, and I tried shopping for a small slab of granite or marble. At $65 a square foot, I needed a better alternative. A friend told me about contact paper, so I hopped online to purchase some. Let's see how easy it is to use and apply. Here I have a large plastic cutting board with tons of scratches on both sides. I haven't used it in a long while. It's about a centimeter thick and 16 inches wide. Here's the roll of contact paper I purchased. I went with the blue and gold option, although it looks more pale blue, gray, and copper. It's about 15.75 inches wide, and it's a roll, so it's as long as it needs to be. And that width is close to the size that we need. My cutting board is about 16 inches wide, so it will fit just enough. It has a nice vinyl feel to it, making it durable and waterproof. Alright, I want to wrap the contact paper all around on both sides. I'm going to go ahead and unroll some of it and kind of loosely measure it around both sides of the cutting board. As you can see, it covers just about both sides. So that should be enough. And as you can see, on the other side of the contact paper, it has a grid system, so you're able to cut along the lines or just measure it outright. So let's grab our scissors and start cutting. Thankfully, we have these grid lines on the back, so we can simply cut along whichever line we need. For the item you're going to use, make sure it's dry and clean. Just use a damp cloth to wipe it down, and then you're ready to begin. So we'll start by peeling the backing and then aligning it to the edges of the cutting board or to whatever surface you're using. The hard part is getting it nice and aligned. If need be, you can use a ruler or measuring tape, but I think I can just eyeball it here. So I'll go ahead and peel a little bit more of the backing, and then I'll grab my trusty hand scraper. So I can apply pressure to the contact paper and have it stick better to the cutting board. You can use your hand, but I find that the scraper to be more useful and apply enough pressure. So we'll unroll it as we go along, swiping the scraper along, and then on the edge, I just want to press firmly here, and then use the scraper again to apply more pressure. Now the backing isn't very sticky. It allows you to remove it and reposition it. So you may find that you may want to use a little bit of glue if you're using the contact paper in a more permanent setting, but it's best to just leave it as is. That way, if you change your mind, you want to change the style, you want to move it elsewhere, put it on a different surface, it's easy enough to unpeel it and reapply somewhere else. So here we go. And we're just slowly removing inches of the contact paper and pressing it onto the surface. Looks like it's a bit misaligned, so I'll peel it off. looks like that contact paper is sticking to itself. Just give me a minute here. And let's realign it to the edge. And lift it up and make sure we remove any bubbles or any lumps. And we'll press it down with the scraper. And now we'll do the same thing on this edge as we did with the other. Just fold it over and press it down and make sure the edges are aligned. And then we'll fold over this extra flap. There, perfect. It looks lovely, it's nice and firm. And look at all these little lines and grooves. It definitely looks more gray and copper than it does blue and gold, but it still looks lovely. Since the edges of the cutting board are curved, we're going to go ahead and cut a little slit on the edge of the contact paper and just fold it in. Since the contact paper isn't very sticky, we'll go ahead and use a little bit of glue. So I have a multi-surface glue here called the Ultimate. Go ahead and open this. We just need a little dab of glue, and then we'll go ahead and wait for it to dry so that it's more sticky, and then we'll fold the little pieces over. It can take a little bit of finessing, but make sure you're doing it right and not doing it fast. So we'll go ahead and we'll do it on all the corners, and then we're done. Let's get up close and see all of the different lines and grooves and detailing on the contact paper. As you can see here, it makes a very good background for these lighted LED candles. You'll definitely be seeing more of this background in future videos to come. Thanks for watching.